Hey in the Mix family, so today I am coming to you guys with the loop schedule video. I know I have been promising to make this video for a while. Life has been kind of crazy. We are getting ready to move into a new house on base, and I've been up and down with flares, but I have the video for you guys today, and it's a real simple video. Looping, a lot of you guys have been asking me lately, like, how do you guys get school done when you don't feel well, or, you know, I have X amount of kids, like I don't know how to teach all of them at the same time. Like, I feel like I'm bouncing around all day and it's exhausting. Or the other one that I hear all the time, and this applies to us also, is like, we cannot get school done because there are so many interruptions during the day, whether it be health issues, doctor's appointments, you know, co-op sometimes. We're not really doing co-op right now because of COVID, but you know, like, I have to go to the store and my daughter has math, and it's either do math or go get groceries. You pick groceries, right? So the loop schedule for us is a way to reduce that stress and that pressure of feeling like we have to get everything done in one day. We've been using the loop schedule for about 4 to 5 years now in our homeschooling. I discovered when we were doing Charlotte Mason, and it went along with our morning basket, and with Charlotte Mason, for us, there was a lot of reading that needed to be done. And I was so overwhelmed with trying to fit in all of these books that we were supposed to read. I was reading at this point in time, and having to teach 3 children in different grades. And Joe was deployed. It was just crazy. So I hope that this helps you today. So what a loop schedule is, it's just a way to keep up with each day without the stress of having to keep up with a schedule, if that makes sense. You know, like, it's Monday, we have math, English, science, geography, Bible, you know, and it has to be done on Monday, because then Tuesday we have co-op, history, a unit study that we're supposed to work on, and, you know, it's the pressure of having to get everything done on a schedule, and loop scheduling eliminates most of that. There are some tasks that have to be done, they have due dates, and they have to have certain dates and times that they need to be done. But with looping, I've noticed over the years, looping has kept our days light, my anxiety down, the kids' anxiety down, and I feel like we get things done without the pressure of having to get things done. So you're probably like, Paige, what is this loop schedule? Like, you keep using this word. I don't know what it is. I hear other homeschool moms and friends saying that they're just looping, and their days are, you know, are flowing smoothly. So looping is just a list of tasks that need to be done, subjects or books that you want to get done in your school year. Or it could be for the month, it could be for the week. It is just a list of subjects that you're going to get done. So I have my notes here that I was jotting things down on, just to make this easier for me, because we do use our looping in our morning baskets, and I will be making a morning basket video, but I just want to focus on looping today. So looping is pretty much, you take books or subjects that you want to get done in the year, and you write it down on a lovely piece of paper. You just list everything down. Mine is color coordinated. It's based on subjects. That's just me. That's just how I like to roll. But for beginners with looping, I suggest you grab a piece of paper and just list down all of the books and unit studies or or tasks that you want to get done for the year. And then you just start working through this list. You start at the top, you start making your way down. It's as simple as that. And whenever you have to pause and take a break, because for us, let's just say TJ has an appointment, we stop, we put our list down, we put our books down, and we go handle the appointment. After the appointment, if I want to go by the store, I go to the store. I am not worried about, oh my gosh, we have to get back home because we have to get science and history in today. I'm not worrying about that. I'm going down my list. I'm stopping whenever there is a life interruption, an appointment, or we just need to take a break, and I'm stepping away. The next day, when it's time to do school, I'm picking my list back up, I'm finding where I left off, and then I'm just picking up from there. That's how simple a loop schedule is. Now, for me, this works for my family, it might not work for yours. I like to break up our loop schedule into subjects because I do have 3 kids ranging in ages from 12 down to 8. We have a 7th grader, a 5th grader, and a 3rd grader. They have a lot of reading that has to be done this year. And a lot of it is heavy reading, like it's challenging for them because, as you know, TJ has dyslexia, Elijah gets migraines, and Brooklyn is an 8-year-old little girl. She does not always want to do school. So sometimes mom and dad say, hey, we'll read today. I take some of their material that is a little bit difficult or takes longer, and I add that into our loop schedule. But I break my loop schedule up into subjects. So, for instance, right here I have history books. These are the history that we're working through. It's mainly for TJ, but Elijah listens in and Brooklyn listens in, and it kind of just adds on top of the history that they're doing. But I make a history pile. And in this history pile, I just have, it's pretty much just 2 books. It looks like a lot, it's not. And we loop history. Then I have our Bible, because we love Bible. I have 3 books that we loop through. So I write down on my piece of paper, history. I write down 50 famous stories, woke history. And then I write down Bible. And I list all of the Bible books that I want to get through with the kids this year. Next we have geography. We are heavy on geography and history this year, so I write down geography, and then I just write down the books that we're using for geography this year. Again, it's just 2 books. 2 of these are the same, and I list that down. When we get up in the morning, we always start with Bible, so I grab my list and I look at Bible, and I start with whatever book is that we left off on. So for us, I'm just gonna say 10-minute Bible journey. I grab 10-minute Bible journey, and we read a few minutes of 10-minute Bible journey. When our time is up, I like to set a timer for an hour. I give ourselves like an hour in the morning to do our morning basket. I won't go into detail about that, but most of our books are looped through our morning time together. I grab our Bible book, spend a few minutes reading, and then I put it away. Next, I move down to history, because we spent time on Bible. I move down to history, grab whatever history book we left off on. I grab the next one, and I start reading it for a few minutes. When I am finished with it, put it away, move down to geography, grab the book that is next on our list, I read that, and then I put it away. That is describing a perfect day for us, getting through everything, but life happens. There are mornings where I do not feel good, and all I have is energy to get through Bible time. So what do? I pick up my list, I start with Bible. I say, okay, today we are reading 10-minute Bible, the Bible journey. I will read from this book, and then maybe mom has to go lay back down. I can go and lay down without any guilt and not feeling like we are gonna fall behind, because I know the next day, or maybe the day after that, whenever it's time to do our morning basket again, I'm just gonna pick up the next book on our list and go from there. So with looping is not an excuse to be lazy with your homeschooling, if that makes sense. I have met some people in the past who say, oh yeah, we loop and it's awesome because, you know, we'll do school on Monday and we might not do school again until next Monday or next Wednesday. And I just pick up where we left off. If you use looping in a lazy way, you will fall behind on the task and the goals that you have set for your family, okay? Looping is to make your day easier. It is to reduce the stress of having to follow a schedule. It is to be, so you can be flexible with your homeschooling, because it's 2020. Life is happening hardcore this year, and it was happening hardcore before 2020. But looping makes your day easier. It reduces stress. It reduces the pressure of feeling like you have to get everything done in one day or 1 week or month, whatever your schedule may be. Now, for me, we do have a 6 weeks on, 1 week off schedule. So I tend to pick books and topics and subjects that I know or that I want to complete within 6 weeks. If I do not finish this book in 6 weeks, like I have in my mind, I'm not gonna beat myself up at the end of that 6 weeks because we didn't finish this book. All I'm gonna do is add it into my second 6 weeks looping schedule. I may have finished the other 2 books. They're gonna go away and be put back on the shelf, and this one is just gonna transfer over. Looping is awesome. I loop a lot of things. Whenever I make my grocery list, when I'm meal planning, I make a list of meals that we're gonna eat during the month. But I know that we like to eat out sometimes. Some nights I don't feel like cooking, Joe doesn't feel like cooking, so you know, it may be a fend for yourself night, but I loop my meal planning too. I used to loop household chores. With my OCD tendencies, that doesn't work for me because my house needs to be clean. Certain things need to be clean at that moment, on that day, at that time. But you can loop a ton of things. I mean, I wrote down over here, you can loop Bible time, you can loop meal planning, household chores, grooming your pets. You guys know I love my animals. Grooming them all in one day just doesn't happen. So sometimes I, you know, give one animal a bath, and then I know if I look at my list of animals, I move on to the next one the next day or the next week or the next month. It's Bomber's turn to be groomed, and next will be Kaya's, and you know, it just reduces that stress. You can reduce play dates. So I know a lot of you have little ones and you have friends and you have multiple kids and they want to see this friend or go play at so-and-so's house. You can loop that too. Hey, we played at Emma's house last time. You know, this week or this month, it's time to go have a play date with Ted. Oh, maybe Ted and his family are out of town. Okay, who's next on my list? Susie. You know, we're gonna set up a play date with Susie this week. And then we just, you know, cycle through play dates, family activities. I know we like to go to the beach, the pool, the park, have game nights, but you know, we can't always get out to the beach or the pool because of the weather. So we look at our list and we just move on to the next thing, which would be going to the park or having family game night. It's whatever you want it to be. Homeschooling is about freedom, you know, freedom to educate your kids the way that you choose fit, but also the freedom to stop and start and allow your family to enjoy life without being boggled down with the traditional scheduling of schooling. Now, loop scheduling doesn't work for everyone, okay? I know some mamas who have used looping before and they were just like, no, there's too much freedom here. We need to, bring it in a little bit. So they choose block scheduling. We personally haven't done block scheduling. I keep asking Joe, should I block schedule this? And he keeps shaking his head. He's behind the camera right now. He's like, no, it just doesn't work for our family. And then we have families who do traditional homeschooling, like traditional schooling at home, where they are on a strict schedule. Like that appointment's gonna have to wait. That play date, it's gonna have to wait till the weekend. It's whatever works for your family. It works for ours, so that's what we use. And the kids are using Easy Peasy. We just started using Easy Peasy all-in-one homeschooling, and I've noticed that that's pretty much on a loop schedule too. If the kids do Bible, math, and language arts, and we need to pause for the day, they just pick up on whatever's next on their list. They don't have to worry like, oh my gosh, no, I have to do all of this today because Tuesday's gonna be a whole new list, or Wednesday's gonna be a whole new list. They just pick up where they left off. So I hope that this helped you to, consider or try looping your homeschool schedule. I will be making a video regarding morning basket and how we loop our morning basket. That'll be coming up soon this week, because I know I promised you guys that first. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if this helped you, or if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I will get back to you. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.